to another episode of Kept and Covered. I'm your host, Kibi. On this channel, we talk real life, real struggles, and real hope, all grounded in God's kingdom. If you are joining me for the first time, welcome! And I hope you stay. I hope you come back. If you're joining me again, if you're coming back, hey girl, we friends now. So on this episode, I am going to be talking a pretty controversial subject in today's culture. But it's my life, my testimony, so I'm going to tell it. Today I'm going to be talking about my abortion story. I think it's important for me to share this. And even one of my friends was like, podcast episode. I'm like, I know. But yeah, so when I was about 19 or 20, I was homeless, but not by like out on the streets homeless or shelter homeless, but very well could be if it wasn't for family. I was living in my baby dad's sister apartment. She had a 1-bedroom with her son, and I was basically living in the living room with my son. I had my oldest son at the time. He was maybe 1, not even, a little less than 1. I would say he wasn't quite 1 yet. But I was still heavy in my addiction. I was drinking. I was still dancing as my profession. Not a professional dancer, but a stripping dancer. Go ahead and click on my testimony episode to go ahead and hear more of that. But I found out that I was pregnant, and it was scary. It was scary because obviously I didn't have my own. And when I told the people around me, they suggested that I go ahead and get an abortion. I was sad. I didn't want to go through with it. I knew deep down that it was wrong, and I shouldn't be doing it. And it's not a form of birth control, and that it's a baby. But I went ahead and did it. I really didn't see a way out. I really didn't have anybody in my corner to steer me any other way. So I was living in Camden at the time, and I got it in Cherry Hill. I scheduled my appointment. Think I was on Medicaid at the time. So I do believe Medicaid paid for it. And so, yeah, I remember the day. It was pretty gloomy that day, I believe. We didn't have a car at the time, I don't think, but I don't remember. I very vividly remember taking a cab up there. They didn't care. They took my money. There was no counseling. There was no questioning. They didn't even do an ultrasound. I knew someone there. It was like, hey, we doing this? It was no encouragement. It was no, what we doing in here? It was just like, we in here. I went to sleep. I did not want to be awake for that. And so I remember waking up from it and just feeling very depressed. I was really upset. I knew that was wrong. No one had to tell me. I knew. I think we all know. And yeah, so I went ahead and just went back about my life, drinking, carrying on. Then fast forward to 2011. 2011. And I was living in North Philly at the time. I did have my own place, and but it was very chaotic. It was me, my baby dad. I had my 2 kids at the time, and my mom was living with me. It was a lot of addiction. Everybody was intoxicated on something, whether it be drugs, alcohol. We was all just jacked up. I was still dancing at the time. I was trying to go to school, dancing at night, working a day job, trying to go to school, doing all these things while being, a mom, taking care of a household. It was craziness. But I remember having to go to the hospital because one night I was drinking, and then I got in my car and I fell asleep on my hand on the steering wheel, and I woke up with it like this. I could not move it. So after about a week, I went to the emergency room. My mother came with me, and they took a pregnancy test. And I remember this day, we still kind of joke about this day because it was very chaotic, to say the least. The doctor walks out, no, forget HIPAA, walks out, congratulations. I'm like, what? My mom knew automatically, like, it's a girl, oh my God. I was like, I was in denial from the rip. I know I am not pregnant. Oh, heck no. Sorry guys, I'm shuffling. I'm a little uncomfortable. So it was just a very chaotic trip. It was they came out and said I was pregnant in front of, we didn't even know, but I guess, anyway, took an x-ray of my chest when it was my hand. Moral of the story, that day we found out that I was with child, but I was basically in denial. I remember being completely upset. I'm like, I can't have this baby. I have 2 kids. Look at my life. I'm barely holding on as it is. Could you imagine me with 3 kids? I can't do this. I can't physically, emotionally, mentally. I cannot have another kid. 3. So basically, my mom the whole time was like, it's a girl. I know it's a girl. She was basically against it from the rip, but I scheduled an appointment with the abortion clinic because I'm like, I can't do this. Then I went down there. I paid for it. I told the lady on the phone when I was scheduled the appointment, I said, if I'm 13 weeks, I'm not going to get the abortion. I got down there. They gave me an ultrasound. Guess what? I was 13 weeks. And the lady who scheduled the appointment, you had to see her before you got it done. And she said, so when you scheduled the appointment, you said that if you were 13 weeks, that you wouldn't get it. And so it was basically diarrhea of the mouth. I don't even remember what I said. But she was like, all right, so here's my card and here's a pamphlet. You're going to come back in a week. Your head is in one place. Your heart is in another. Child, I was bawling. I was crying. I walked out of there crying. I'm crying. They gave me my money back. They didn't give me my money back for the ultrasound, but they gave it back for the abortion and sent me packing. I was so mad. I was crying. I was so miserable. I was like, I can't do this. And so when I got home, I talked to my baby dad. My mom, I don't even remember. I know she was happy because she didn't want me to get it in to begin with, because she knew, she was like, it's a girl. I know it's a girl. And then when I talked to my baby dad, he was like, I didn't really want you to get it either. So he was kind of happy. And then I told him too, I was like, well, to be honest, I didn't want to get it either, but I was thinking, I was on the fence. It's like, I think deep down, I didn't want to get it. But I just kept seeing my problems and I could not see further than my problems. I was in a big dark cloud and I just couldn't feel my way. And I'm like, I can't do this. I cannot have 3 kids in this mess. But I was like, okay, I wasn't saved at the time or nothing, but I'm like, I believed in God. And I'm like, all right. So I was thinking, and I think I prayed the night before. I don't remember the last time I prayed, elementary school. I'm like, okay, God, if you don't want me to go through with this, then just have something happen. In my head, I'm thinking it would be like a Home Alone moment. That I would wake up, the alarm wouldn't have went off. I didn't go down there. I didn't make it in time for my appointment. No. No. Not messing with Jesus. What happens is he allows you to get up, get dressed, go down, pay for it, all just to have them give you your money back and send you on your way. So, moral of the story, fast forward to 2012. And I had my beautiful baby girl. Now, in the midst of all that, it was still drama. It was like I was living a life of wickedness, so it was still a lot of chaos going on. I ended up sleeping with somebody else, cheating on my baby dad. And they thought, I was accused of, the baby not being his and all that stuff, but I knew it was his. And so it was just drama. It was a lot of drama. And then I also found out that I had a girl. So my mom was right. In fact, I found out very early that it was a girl. It was like so super early. And she was like, it's not really, I can't really tell. She was like, it's really early to tell, but from what I can see, it's a girl. So from that moment, it was like a 180. It's like I was not happy, and then I was extremely happy. It was like, yes, I'm having a girl, I'm having a girl, I'm having a girl, I'm having a girl. And so fast forward to 2018, I went to rehab. I got saved. From there, I got a rehab. I went to intensive outpatient. I got my first job. I got a job as a pharmacy tech. Then I got certified. I've been in this career for a while now. I took my credit score from 400 to 800s. I got my license back because I had DUI. So I had to go through this blower. Like, it was a mess, but I worked my way up. I bought my house in 2020 when the world was shut down. I was still working, and I bought my house at the lowest rate. Hello. And I am flourishing. You could not have told me in 2010, 2011 that I would be where I am today. The love that my daughter brings to people, she makes you feel special all on your own. It's not like fake either. It's like when she loves you, and you are special to her and she's special to you. And then she kind of has that same, like, it's like you have this little thing between you and her. And she has that with everybody. Grandparents, friends. It's like, I see why the Lord kept her here. Now, saying that, I know it sounds weird because I did have an abortion. So did my other child not have that? No, I believe that God allows things to happen. He's ultimately in control. But I do believe that I will see my child again in heaven. And thank you, God, for Jesus Christ dying for my sins, because I could not imagine burning in hell. But not only am I forgiven, but I have the future hope of seeing my baby again. And she or he didn't have to go through this. But I am not advocating for abortion. I am, in fact, opposing it all the way, because the point of me saying all this is I thought I couldn't do it. Now I am flourishing in my heart. I could not imagine my little world without my little baby. She's not a baby anymore. She was 12, about to be 13, but still couldn't imagine. We're like a 4 unit. We're down to a 3 now because my oldest son went to college, but it's like, you're so in despair, and then the world don't help you because they're like, oh, just get rid of it. It's just a clump of cells. It's not a human. It is a human. And they have rights. And your trouble now, the thing that you're going through now, is not what you're going to go through years from now. I was about to make a lifelong decision for a seasonal situation, a seasonal atmosphere. I don't know how to explain it. It was a season. It was dark. It was not good. But now I'm in a different season. We go through different seasons. And now I am great. I'm doing great. Even through health problems, I'm doing fine. I have not lacked. All the things that I thought I couldn't do, I did. I did exceedingly abundantly above all I could ask or think. Well, I didn't do. Jesus did it. And so, and not only that, I think about the children I get to meet now. I sit back and I've just looking at my daughter's friends, and I'm like, you're another reason why she had to be here. I look at the moms. I have some of my best friendships from my daughter. From our kids being friends to now we're friends. The best, when I say one of the best friendships, family ships. They're a part of my family. I love them and they love me. It's like, oh, God knew. I didn't know, but God knew. Do not make a lifelong, life-altering decision off of one blip in your timeline. You're going to get past it. You're going to get through it. The storm is not going to last forever. It's crying, but joy will come in the morning. I didn't want to shy away from this episode. 1, because it's a part of my story. It's my testimony. 2, I wanted to encourage. This is what my platform is. I want to encourage. I don't care if I reach one person. Now, obviously, I want to reach more people. That's clear. But if I just reach one, because I want to store up those treasures in heaven, that's what it's all about. If I minister to one woman, one girl, one somebody who's going through what I went through, and I could tell them, I'm talking to you, it is not over. God has the final say. I don't care what you're going through right now. Tomorrow is different. The next day will be different. A month from now will be different. A week from now will be 10 years from now, completely different. Completely different. I'm so blessed to be a mom. It is one of the best gifts on this side of heaven. Being a parent, being a mom, being able to carry my kids and hold them and give birth to them and look in their eyes and kiss their little faces and be with them in the sad times, be with them in the good times. Can't wait for my grandkids. Can't wait for weddings and more graduations. And it's just such a blessing that God saw fit for me to be a mommy, even in my mistake. And the beautiful thing is I get to see him again, or her. I'm redeemed. I'm not going to be punished for my terrible lack of judgment when I was not too smart, naive, young. If that's you, I want to speak to the person that has a similar story to me. Don't beat yourself up anymore. If you don't know Jesus, get to know Jesus. He covers it. He redeems you. He loves you. He came down, he died, and rose again for you. If you are thinking about going through with it, if this is a terrible time and you don't think you can handle it, and somebody's pressuring in you, and you're this and you're that, you can do it. You can do it. Children are a blessing from the Lord. They are a gift. And abortion is not the answer. It is not a birth control. You should have used the birth control before. One, shoulda, coulda, woulda though, but we're here now. And I'm saying that you can do it. You can do it. This is not the end. Your life isn't over. It is now no longer about you, but it is one of the best jobs that God gave us. Motherhood. I am so thankful. If you are still here, please go ahead and write in the comments, children are a gift. Because they are. You're a gift. And I just pray so much that this blessed somebody, that this ministered to somebody. And I just thank you so, so much for joining me again here on Kept and Covered. I will see you guys on the next one.